Good morning, it's Cristin from Sono, Brio. I'm going to show you my breakfast today. So it's morning here right now. It might not be for you while you're watching this, but I'm making one of my favorite breakfasts, which is an omelette using leftovers from the night before or whatever you have in your fridge. Super easy because it's really important to get some protein into you in the morning. And eggs are the perfect way to do that. So I'm going to start, I hope you can see most of this, but I'm going to start, here are my eggs, which I've just put in a bowl, but I'm just going to crack 2 eggs into the bowl. And hopefully I don't get any shell in there. Oh, I didn't. Good. Okay. So one of the yolks just broke a little bit, but I'm going to show you how orange these yolks are, which I think you can see, hope. And a lot of the eggs that you see from conventional grocery stores, when you buy them, the yolks kind of look light yellow and the whites of the egg maybe look kind of mucky and not clear. These eggs here are really good organic, eggs, and it's hard to pick out eggs at the store. So I'm going to add a little link on the bottom of this page so that you can see a website that's really good for trying to pick out the perfect eggs in your area. And these are the eggs that I get in San Francisco. So they're Alexander Kids Organic from pastured poultry. And pastured poultry just means that these guys were roaming around on fields and they were able to eat grass instead of just corn, which most chickens eat. So I've got a little bit of butter in my pan. And it's about a tablespoon of butter. I'm just going to turn this up to medium-high to get that melting and going. And I even just, you still see? I even just use my fingers before starting. The pan's not hot yet, just to kind of get it working around there. And it'll melt on its own. A little butter for me. And butter is not a bad food. A lot of people think that it's super high in fat, which it is, but fat is a major macronutrient that we all need every single day. So don't be afraid of butter, especially if you're getting a really high quality butter, which I'll also put some suggestions. And same thing, cows are meant to eat grass, not corn. So if your butter comes from a cow that was munching on grass instead of corn and grain, your butter is going to be really healthy for you because it's coming from a healthy animal. So if you're eating foods from unhealthy, sick, sad animals, what are you going to be? Yeah, you want to eat foods from really good quality animals. And that's what I always try to buy. So melting up my butter in our pan. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to start making my tea. So I'm just going to fill up my little tea kettle with some water. Oh. Go over there so you can see me filling it up. And I use this pure water filter because you never know what's in your water, so you really just want to filter it. Mine attaches to my faucet. It's nice and easy. So that's good. I'm going to fill that and then have it on the stove. Move back over there. And lid on it so it boils. Getting ready for my tea. So my butter looks ready. I'm just going to beat up my eggs real quick. And stick them right in there. These bright orange yolks look so good. They're really rich and they taste amazing. Okay. So I'm just going to pour those in. And they'll start to cook. I want to get every last bit of eggy goodness in there. Yummy. Okay. Put that off to the side. So as that's cooking, I hope you can see all this, but my screen keeps going black, so I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that. But bear with me, sorry. First, breakfast video. So we're going to do some veggies in there. And I've got my packaged spinach, super easy to keep in the fridge all the time and just throw into anything. Because leafy greens are awesome. Super high in minerals, which most people think about vitamins all the time. But I've learned in nutrition school that a lot of people out there are deficient in minerals, so it's really good to think about minerals too, not just vitamins. So I've got my spinach, just tossing it in there, easy. And then I also have some leftover veggies. This actually has cauliflower, olives, parsley, and garbanzo beans, or chickpeas, which are in hummus. And it's just leftover that I picked up at the store. Really easy. I'm just going to throw some of that on top too. Might as well have more veggies in there, more fiber. Good to have protein and fiber in the morning. So that's just cooking up, and I'll flip my top on my omelet once it's cooked up a little bit better. But in the meantime, as my water's boiling for my tea, I'm going to get my tea ready. And I'm drinking Nettle tea today. I buy it in bulk and I put it in these little containers, these little glass mason jars. And I use a tea infuser. This one is made by Bodum to make my tea. And I used to just drink green tea, bagged tea, all the time, and every single day green tea. But I really switched it up and tried to incorporate some of those herbal teas because they're delicious and they have lots of health benefits. So I just do a couple spoons right in the, and I'm making a mess, which I always do in the kitchen. A couple spoons right in, I'll show you how this works. The tea infuser, let me get that out. That's the tea infuser. Mine's a little bit stained because I've made a lot of tea in there and it's gotten some good use. So just as I'm talking to you about the tea, I'm going to flip my top on top of my omelet so I can get it to stick over there. It might not look perfect, but that's alright. There we go. Okay, so I put my nettles in the infuser. It goes right into the glass pot. And then once my water is boiling and ready, I'll be able to pour it in. My omelet is looking really good. Just good going in. I don't even think I have to flip it because the top's totally cooked. And you don't want to overcook eggs. People think about cholesterol all the time, right? Cholesterol is bad for you, and it's true. But cholesterol in these eggs is only bad for you if it oxidizes. And oxidizing means overcooking. So I don't want to overcook the eggs. When you're making scrambled eggs or fried egg or something like that, don't get that yolk hard. You don't want that. You want a runny yolk. It's good for you. As long as you're using a healthy egg. Okay, so I'm just going to put that onto my plate. And I'm actually not going to season this with salt. Salt isn't a bad thing, but if you're using a high quality salt. But this has salt in the vegetables already because I bought that pre-made vegetable mix that was already salted, so I don't need extra salt. I am going to use some black pepper though, because I love pepper. So just a little bit of that on there. Okay. Yummy omelet. I'm going to put that to the side. It's probably pretty hot still. Just let it cool a little bit as I pour my tea. So my water, you can sort of hear it. It is boiling. I don't like to get it to the point where the kettle's whistling just because then it's too hot and I can't drink it. And I like to have my tea right away. So, tea's going into that little Bodum tea infuser. Just pouring it right. Ooh, I lost you again. There you are. Pouring it right in. And I fill it up until there's maybe just like about, I don't know, an inch at the top. Actually, a little space at the top. And this tea gets bright green, almost like a blue-green kind of algae color. It's amazing. And it's so rich in minerals. And it's actually really good nettle tea for seasonal allergies. So if you happen to struggle with that, it's a great tea to drink. So that's in there. And it's going to turn much darker green as it sits and brews. So I'm going to wait a little bit on that for myself. And then I'll drink it all the way, when it's all the way brewed. But I am going to get started on my omelet. So I hope you enjoyed my video and I showed you how easy it is to make a breakfast that has protein and fiber and minerals and vitamins. Really important to start your day like this. I never used to eat breakfast. I was one of those horrible breakfast skippers, and studying nutrition I've realized how important it is to incorporate breakfast into my day. It's one of the healthiest habits that you can have. So enjoy your eggs and tea, and have a great day.